The other solution are known as quilts, underquilts and overquilts. We're going to talk about the underquilt right now. And what I happen to have is an underquilt from AYAMAYA. They reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to try one of these out for them, and I graciously agreed. Now, I'm going to tell you what I think about it and how well it works, and at the end we'll talk about, is it worth even having off you. So let's go ahead and put this thing up and see how it looks. Alright, so the underquilt is packed in here like a sleeping bag, and you can just simply take it out of its case. It's going to have two sides to it. The sleeping quilt has two elastic bungee sides to either end, and it comes with two carabiners for you to secure it, and it goes up just as simple. You just click on one end of your tree strap and place this on the other end. Tree strap. You take your hammock and place it inside of the quilt, like so, centering it, and there you have it. Now, you notice how far down the quilt goes, and that is so that there is a air pocket between the hammock itself and the quilt. Think of it like wearing a down jacket. That down jacket is actually inflated or lofted up with a lot of the goose feathers, synthetic fibers, cotton, whatever the filling is. But because of that air space, it creates heat, and your body heat keeps the down jacket warm. Underquilts and overquilts work the exact same way, is that they are designed to create a pocket of heat between the outside elements and your body. And so you need to have this layer of space. Now, when you get inside one of these bad boys, you jump inside just like you would any other way. You're just gonna get in here and hang out in your hammock. Don't worry about the underquilt. You can adjust how far it goes on your hammock by using the adjustable straps there on the bungees. But really, what your main concern is, you want to make sure that it is actually below your body and wrapped around your hammock. So what this is now effectively doing is it is creating a barrier from the wind on all sides of the hammock. My feet are protected because my head is protected, and I can adjust myself in any position I want as long as the underquilt maintains its position underneath the hammock, creating that air pocket. So when the wind's blowing, I have a thin barrier between me and the outside elements. If you're looking for something to actually extend your seasons, now this is considered a 3-season underquilt. If you're looking for something to extend your season, having like early spring or even a late fall method to keep warm inside a hammock because you're thinking about going backpacking, and you're concerned about space, this underquilt from AYAMAYA is definitely going to be very helpful because it does pack down relatively small, and it comes in at, I believe, 2 pounds. The information should be right about here. So it comes in about 2 pounds. All the specs for this particular underquilt will be in the links down below. All right, so let's talk performance, right? So first of all, the underquilt's made of a 20D nylon water-resistant outer lining. and the inside is made of polyester. It has about 300 grams per square inch of cotton filled. So this particular underquilt is cotton filled. Now, it has a temperature rating of minus 14, all right, degrees Fahrenheit. And that is pretty damn low if you want to think about it. I've camped in 20-degree weather with sleeping pads and sleeping bags inside hammocks, and let me tell you, that's pretty cold. So for this to actually get down into those temperature ranges is amazing. Now, I had a chance to take this out on my last trip and sleep in it. The weather got down into the low 40s, high 30s, and I was absolutely comfortable inside that. The comfort rating inside this particular thing is anywhere between 20 to 25 degrees and up. Now again, how hot do you want to be inside your hammock? That's kind of up to you. I can take this underquilt out with me. It packs up very tight and is very portable. I can bring it along with my hammock, and I can string it up just about anywhere without concern of having to be cold or uncomfortable as the day into night progresses. So performance-wise, man, I'm super impressed with it, honestly. It didn't have any cold spots that I could feel or that I was concerned with. It didn't sag or lose its position as the night or the day went on, and I was just laying in it very comfortably. So overall impression of it is definitely good. Now, AYAMAYA is available, this underquilt is available on AYAMAYA, and you can see the link down below. They're on Amazon, and for the cost, it's extreme. You know, underquilts, just like sleeping bags, their prices vary. So you can get something relatively inexpensive to something absolutely outrageous in cost. So it's kind of up to you. Some of these underquilts can actually push you into a winter season, but if I were to use this in combination with a sleeping pad, I could easily get into 0-degree weather without having to do too much to my backpacking system for those kind of temperatures. This underquilt does come in various sizes on Amazon, so if you have a larger hammock, because this is actually considered a double hammock, they do have a double or an extended wider underquilt available. Also for those hammocks that have the canopy poles, like the other one that I had the other day, where it has the net and everything else around it. So they do have that available. That is actually something I'm actually really considering on getting, because having a larger underquilt for my Jeep will actually be much better for emergency situations. All right, so I'd like to thank AYAMAYA for giving me a chance to test out this underquilt. I was actually very impressed with its performance. I keep this in my Jeep now at all times, because I actually keep a hammock in my Jeep all the time. I keep a few things inside my Jeep at all times. Right here, you see my underquilt / emergency blanket. I have my hammock, recovery gear, and also first aid kit with a trauma kit. So at all times, I have something for an emergency situation that I keep in my Jeep at all times. So again, hey, if you followed along this far, I'd really appreciate if you go ahead and smash that like button and think about subscribing, because more future videos will be coming out with gear and other things. And I appreciate you being here. This is Russell with Dawn to Dusk. I'll see you on your next adventure.